Chandra.
How are you?
I am doing well. How about you?
I am good. Okay, listen, I have to go get my hair braided, girl.
I'm ready.
Yes. So welcome so much today. I'm so excited to talk to you about this new book. I haven't downloaded it yet because I want to talk to you first. Then I want to get it because it's on my bookshelf. It's on my bookshelf and also, I have to add,
Oh, you have the whole collection. I love it. I love it. Thank you.
Listen, I'm not sitting up here, I want people to understand, like, you have more. I forgot my towel. It's upstairs.
I got mine next to me. So.
Okay, good, because my towel is upstairs. I want you, and my microfiber. Okay, listen, I added it to the carousel on Amazon, but I do own the makeup remover. I do own the towel. I have the book. So, when you all support people, support them. Get their stuff, get their products, and do what you do is necessary. So this is how I love. So.
Can I tell you look fabulous? I mean, I love the earrings. I love your hair.
Thank you,
girl. You just look great.
Thank you so much. I'm trying. This is my Sunday chill out. I always have a head wrap now because I'm not going to the salon at the moment. So This comes in. This is actually from Mess in a Bottle. And listen, protect my edges. Yes.
I love it. You look nice.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So let me go ahead and start by saying you have more than just this book.
Yeah,
I touched on it earlier, but you all listen. The representation is here. It is there with all three of your products. I'm loving it, especially this little backpack.
The backpack. Thank you.
Like, I want to have another little daughter now, so I could, girl stuff was so easy to find, and I love the way you can have a mini me.
Yes.
So I don't have that. My daughter is not a girly girl, so I have two boys and my daughter. So we are. This is what we do here. But for little girls to see themselves on products,
exactly. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, Shannon. I was like, I couldn't create these fabulous beach towels and leave out the daughters. Really,
and you got towels for the babies.
Yes, the towels and the backpacks. Yes, and traveling blankets because sometimes you get chilly on the plane. And so I have little girl blankets for them that, match with the branding on the suitcases and the beach towel. So it's just cute. I mean, the backpacks and the...
I love that, though. Yeah. I love the fact that, you all can go to her store on Amazon, click it. Everything is right there. Because I went and looked. I was like, I'm so happy because you have your storefront. I'm like, okay, girl.
I know, right? I'm like, I'm just outdone with myself. I can't even believe it. I'm like, it's not that I have two products. I mean, I have a whole store on Amazon. So I'm just really, really thankful and grateful that was able to happen.
You have positioned yourself to represent Black women, Black femmes, Black queer women,
yes,
all inclusive, even down to the children. Like you. It's like, where were you 20 years ago, girl? Because it's one of those things. Like, I love to see the evolution of seeing, yourself or seeing representation in products. To me, that supersedes everything everything, because you are doing your part. You're leaving your legacy, one.
Yes.
But you're helping others who are coming up to see that they can do the same thing. So it's inspirational.
And that's what it's all about, Chandra. Yep.
I'm just like, okay, y'all better, because she has her Amazon author page as well. If you want to read more about her bio, read about her. Like, she is, multifaceted on so many different levels. Y'all have, okay, girl, you just.
Thank you. I love it. Thank you. You just have been such a wonderful advocate and supporter, so I really, really appreciate and respect what you're doing. And I'm honored that you invited me today to be on your platform. And I was like, in Amazon, no less.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited because I'm the first one, and I will say this, you can't win if you're not applauding everyone else that's winning too, because it's across the board.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even, like, because I was like, when I saw that, I said, let me go ahead, because we're going to talk about this, because it drops today. I need y'all to make this a #1 bestseller. I need y'all to make this book trend. I need y'all to make those sales go up. I really feel like you all have to understand the first day is a big deal.
It is.
So let's make an impact. Y'all know if you're going to go all the way up to in California, y'all got an extra 3 hours.
Exactly. Thank you.
Use y'all 3 hours, okay? Like, if you can't, they can't get it on the East Coast, y'all get it for them on the West.
Get on the West Coast. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now let's talk about this surprise book that you just popped up with, Miss Girl.
Yes.
Now, tell me about what inspired you to write this.
I know. So, it's a book. It's not what you may think, right? But to answer your question, what inspired is because I'm coming up on 3 years of the anniversary of my mom's passing, and I wanted to do something. Every year I try to do something. Every year it's not going to be a book because I just don't have the bandwidth and capacity to do that.
Right.
But I wanted to do something. And the reason why I came up with this book is because when I was thinking about the previous books that I had done, they're all essentially based on my real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, okay, I've told that story. So how about I look at a story from a different perspective? How about I talk about a young lady that experienced a catastrophic loss, that actually didn't have love, that didn't have support, that didn't have resources, and what that did to her. She lost the most important person in her life, and what that drove her to, right? Because not everybody is going to have love, support, and resources. And I really wanted to dig into that story and say, okay, well, what could that look like? What could happen to a person like that? And so that's really what this story is about. And most of my books always include elements of the LGBT community, grief and loss. And so this book, obviously, it's called Motherless. It includes those elements as well. But it is a fiction book. It's totally made from my imagination. However, I do think that there are parts of the story that are truly, truly relevant, and that it's going to cause a person to really think about, how, if you don't reach out to someone, if you're not staying in contact with someone, if you're just letting the funeral happen and you never reach out to that person to find out how they're doing, how can you help them? Because journey is a lifelong thing. Don't think just because that person is in the ground that it's over, right? You need to continue to hold that person's hand and walk with them through that struggle. So this is a story about a person where that did not happen.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I couldn't imagine, like, I'm still grieving my dad, the passing of my dad. Like, I mean, even though it was 2013, it just seems like he was my best friend. So I never in my mind, never in a while, ever imagined not having him. You know what I'm saying? So when it happened, it was like a shock, and it was like, well, who am I call? Like, I would call him when stuff happened. Like, who am I call when he was the one that I would call? So it's like, but people need to understand, like, when you grieve and when you go through stuff, but if I didn't have the love and support from people around me, I would have. Oh,
exactly. Mm-hmm.
You never know where I would end up at.
Exactly.
Oh, this gonna be good. I can't
wait.
Yeah. I need this, because hopefully with Amazon Prime it'll get here in the next couple of days, because I need it at least by tomorrow. But you know how that takes time.
Yeah.
So, but it's because I love paper. I love feeling the book. So I'm going to get it on electronically, but I need the paper.
Yeah. There's some other juicy elements in there. You'll see some parallels between the main character, Bella, and her absent father who pops into her life. So it's, there are a lot of different themes that are going to pop up in the book. The hypocrisy in some religions and things of that nature. So there are a lot of twists and turns. And so it's really an entertaining read. And I think it's just going to cause a lot of people to think. And what I really want you to do is think about how your reaching out, and you're just continually being a light and a source in someone's life that is grieving can really make a difference.
See, that's the thing. Be impactful. Like, you don't want to just be here just to be here. Make an impact, leave an impression, make sure that people feel you. Because, you know, when you leave, your people's energy, like I still feel my dad's energy, I still feel my great grandmother's energy. That's something that's never going to leave me. And I can't, you know, in what I can't imagine, you know, that I just, people need to understand. So, you know, let's go ahead. I want to talk about, you know, what's the message that you really want people to receive, other than, you know, outside of themselves? What is the message that you want people to take away from the book? What do you want them to glean from it?
So the main message I want people to take away from the book is that if you are struggling, and if you feel that you know, you need help, and it's not within your capacity, right, to reach out for help. Tell someone what you're going through, because no one can help you, honestly, if they don't even know what you're going through. And so we hear a lot about the stigma of going to therapy in our community, right? And I just want us to work toward abolishing that. And I hear a lot of people saying, let's make therapy cool, right? I agree. Let's make therapy freaking accessible, right?
Yes.
You have somebody that is suicidal and they're calling, you know, a therapist, and they're like, yeah, we can see you, but in 6 months. Well, fuck, I'm gonna be dead in 6 months. I need access to therapy now.
Right.
So it, you know, it's those kinds of things. But, you know, just really you know, how we need to have, like I said, therapy to be accessible to all and at all times, and not being afraid or think that you're going to be looked at or called crazy or ostracized because you seek help. If you need it, get it.
But a lot of people, and that's what I'm saying, a lot of people make it like, oh, you're just going there because it's cool. No, you need to talk to somebody. I mean, I get it, because I've had I remember when I was younger, it's like, why don't you just pray? First of all, listen. I'm not knocking prayer. That's probably why I'm on the block list for the Lord right now. But that's beside the point. You know, because I'm saved, Jason. I ain't all the way there, but I'm working towards it. This is where I think that people need to understand. You can go to church every day, but if you sitting in the daggone congregation and you just listening and taking in, but you're not expressing what's going on in your mind, it's in that the Bible, it says faith without works is dead. So if that's the case, then if you're not speaking up, you're not using the faith, and that's not working. Working is speaking up. Then you might as well, it's a moot point. You have to be able to go to somewhere to talk about it to a professional that can help you, coach you through it. You don't need to say pray and let God decide. First of all, by the time he done decided, you done decided for yourself. You done exercise your free will. And now you sitting up there on the bench with me outside of heaven, like, I don't even know what we're gonna do here, because that's what it's gonna end up being. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on the bench with you. I don't know how we got here, but we here together. Like, we need to understand. Like, we do need accessible ways to, you know, to therapy, to people who can help you, coach you through stuff.
Right. Exactly.
Because prayer ain't gonna just solve everything now.
No.
You know?
No. It's not going to solve everything. You need some action behind that too.
And this is where I think I'm loving, because in your books, you always say, speak out and seek help. If you need, like, you are encouraging. Listen, y'all, if y'all haven't paid attention, go ahead and get the books. If you don't want to wait for them to come in the mail, get them. Because I'm gonna tell you something. It's going to open your mind to different things, and I really wish people understand. You're the type of author, and I love your posts as well, because they're engaging.
Thank you.
And they keep you thinking, and they actually help you. So,
thank you, Chandra. You know, and it's authentic. It comes from the heart. It comes from really thinking about it. How is this post going to land? How is it going to impact someone today? I truly think about what I'm going to say, what message I want to leave. And not only that, you know, Chandra, for me, it's all about my legacy. You know, I want to be remembered for that one thing that I said that made a difference in your life today on Instagram.
Right.
You know, so
Because you know, when people leave here, and this is the biggest thing, social media has become a time capsule for people, right?
Yeah.
So when people leave this earthly plane and we go back and look at their social media, now listen, y'all don't want y'all don't want to be remembered by some of
Right.
the stuff y'all post. I'm not trying
Exactly.
to say that there's somebody in heaven going over like, y'all know he posted here on July 31st, 2017 that
Right.
you know, I don't think you don't want that to be your resume, okay?
Exactly. Exactly. It's so true.
I'm not saying police what you do, but just
Right.
remember you don't want to be left with something like that. Your grandma don't want to explain why you said what you said about her wig on Facebook. Like she don't want to explain
Don't
that
make
to
me
your
laugh.
mouth.
Yeah. Don't
Just
make me
say,
laugh. It's so true, though. Yeah, it's true. Mhm.
I'm just like, I mean, that's the biggest thing I will say. Like, your posts are inspirational, they're impactful, they actually help you
Thank you.
to even down like if I could show y'all her Amazon storefront, it's the y'all gotta look at it. It's how it's set up. It invites you, and the copy is so right because it makes you feel like okay, this is for me. Look at the towels. There's
Mhm.
somebody that look like me on the towels, y'all.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, there's somebody with a book.
If that's what you took away, that is what I wanted. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome, because you know I had to go look. I said, let me see
Right.
what is doing. Yes.
Thank
It's not
you.
just thrown up there. You put thought and
Mhm.
intention in your storefront. And I
Mhm.
listen, this book drop is something that's needed because you know I love a good book.
Mm.
That's my problem. That's you listen, the weight of my heart is not it's food too, but
Uh-huh.
books and tacos. If you got both of them, you good.
Books and tacos. I know it's everything you do, Sean's bookshelf. I mean, yeah, clearly this is your
I love it. I love
yeah.
it. And then, you know, this book, so I must ask you this. What was the biggest motivation behind creating all of the products that you do have? Because all of them connect.
Right. So the biggest motivation is because I'm simply walking in the light and honoring my mom's legacy. Before she passed away, she was unable. She passed away suddenly. We didn't know she was going to pass away, but
Mm-hmm.
before she passed away, she was unable, or she had not completed her dream of actually becoming an author. And her second dream was to actually have a actual stage production, like a full-fledged stage production. Those two things were not completed. And so in my search and my desire to figure out how can I honor her legacy, what can I do? I mean, it was something that was burning in me. Like I just could not be myself if I did not find a way to honor her legacy. So each and every time I write a book, it is about honoring her legacy. And, you know, sure, I'd love to sell 1,000,000 books and, you know, have everyone read them and it impacts people. And, you know, but Chandra, at the end of the day, I just care that I did it. And her name is in that book. And if nobody else, if 20 people read the book, guess what? 20 people now know about Miss Beverly E. Carroll, and that
Listen,
this book is to honor her. So that's what it's all about.
I love that. I love it because you keeping her name spoken, which
That's
keeps
right.
her alive. So
Yes.
people don't like y'all gotta understand.
Yes.
What you're doing is keeping her memory and honoring her memory and honoring her life. So
Yes.
it doesn't just end when you leave the earthly plane. You gotta keep and
Mm-hmm.
that's what I say, like even down to my production company, my dad is everywhere in everything.
Oh, I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because some days I want to just say, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. I'm about to go find me a job. I'm gonna do something different. And I'll hear him. He's like, "You're not no quitter, so I don't know what you think you're doing." I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Let me, you know, because
Yeah.
I ain't about to argue with my daddy for real. Because I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna lose the argument because I know what he's saying to me is real. So
Yes.
y'all gotta understand.
So that we have that in common. So you feel me. You
yes.
get it. You
Yes, I get it
understand.
because I mean I tell people all the time, anything I do, you gonna hear about my daddy. Now you gonna hear about him. You can get
Hello.
mad all you want,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
you know, but
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I'm gonna speak about him because if it was not for him, there would not be a me.
Hello. Hello.
And so if you and I want people to really understand that if you, we always talk about building generational wealth and all that other stuff. You have to carry those people who passed before us. You have to keep them alive and carry them when you're building, because if you forget where your foundation is, there's nothing going to be done. You're not going to succeed.
Right.
So listen.
And you know what other thing real quick that I've seen though, as a result of me posting and sharing and doing these things to honor her legacy, is that I think it's inspiring people that may not have felt comfortable doing that. You know, maybe their mom died 5 years ago, and 5 years ago was the last time they posted a pic, right?
Yep.
So now we see people, I've seen come across my timeline, people posting pics and happy heavenly birthday. I don't remember seeing that 2 or 3 years ago, right? Nope. And so I'm hoping that it's sparking this whole movement. It's okay to honor those that have gone before us. It doesn't mean that you haven't put it in a place where you're you know, like unable to move on. You're still moving on, you're still living life, but you're still honoring that their existence. It's okay.
And I tell people, and this is what I tell people all the time, we're so quick to put a RIP somebody, and then 2 weeks later we done, you know, we put them in the clouds and the picture gone. Like, no, like you have to not forget about them. You have to keep honoring them. Like, I'm not trying to say to anybody who does that, because I don't deal with death the same way everybody does, and I don't speak for that, but at the same time, let's not just make it a fad to say, "Oh my gosh, R.I.P. such and such," and then 2 weeks later we on to the next thing. Like, make it a point to honor those who, if you love somebody, you love them, and you will always find a way to connect them and keep their memory alive, not just on some Facebook memory said I need to talk about it today. No, talk about it whenever they cross your mind, they cross your heart. Speak their name, because they're trying to tell you something. They're trying to show you something. So accept that and keep going. Like, death is not final. I just want y'all to understand, death is not always final.
Hello.
You know, so and I see it all throughout your projects, everything that you had. It's like, you know, you can see you had a beautiful relationship with your mother.
Thank you.
So, and I will say this about you. I saw your dedication at the Arc, right, in DC.
Oh, you did?
The first play that I ever produced with Cleavon Mabel on the third, the fourth, one of them. Cleavon, I love you. You know what I'm talking about. Was there with Breathe.
At the Arc.
At the Arc.
Nice. Oh my
God. I was like, when I saw it, I say, I may have, and this is where it made me think, like, wait a minute.
What year was that?
Okay, good. It's restoring the connection. Okay, sorry about that. As soon as I said that, don't be petty now. No, it was 2000. This is going back 18 and it was like it's been a couple years.
It's been a couple years. Okay.
It's been because we had a good run. I gotta remember what the year was, but the energy at the Arc is something you could feel it in the presence there. And then I went to another event at the Arc. The Arc, I was always in DC about something. And so the Arc is very, very close. It's very significant to me.
Yes. And you know, my mom was there from day one when they broke ground to build the Arc. So she's part of the legacy of the Arc.
I know, like, it's been, what year was that? I think it was 20. The first time I set for the Arc was 20. It's been some years, because I've been to multiple things there, and I was like, oh, this is cute. Where, you know, it's in the neighborhood. It's in a neighborhood.
Yes.
Like, the people in the neighborhood have access to theater, have access to things like that, and it's so good to see. And I was just like,
and my mom was part of a team that spearheaded a lot of the programs that I think some of them still exist there, like the I Can program for the summer youth and some other things that she did. Yeah. So yeah, she's all throughout the Arc.
I'm sorry, I'm got my other computer. I'm looking at it now. That was 2018. Yep.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful, like that space is gorgeous. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I saw that, I was like, that right there, that's how you leave a legacy.
Yeah, and we had I worked with the head of the ARC, one of the directors of the ARC, and now we have a memorial over there at the ARC for Miss B. So yeah.
Listen, because it makes me, anybody who honors their parents, because I'm gonna tell y'all, don't listen, parents make sacrifices for us. We have no idea. But now that I'm a parent, I see it. My dad used to tell me all the time, he's like, wait till you have some kids, you understand. I didn't understand it until now. So, oh my gosh, y'all gotta understand, because it's like I'm really trying, because it's like I'm a G, I'm a gangster. But I'm trying to make sure I hold it, because it's hard.
Me too. I know, me too.
But oh my gosh. So tell us about, I really wanted the products that you have listed on Amazon. Just go down the list real quick, because I want y'all to understand it's not no little short list.
Yeah, so it's all, I am trying to position myself to be like this luxury towel. Most people don't care about their beach towels. I am that person that does, right? So
I care, because I want all my stuff to match, and I don't want anybody to look like me at the beach. That's some of the biggest things I don't like. I don't want to look like the next person, and I want my stuff to represent me. So if you find my towel, you know it's mine.
Yes. So in 2018, I launched this whole entire line of Glam Girl beach towels. And so every year since then, I've come out with a new collection, adding 2 or 3 different new towels to the collection. So just this week, we dropped the 3rd collection of beach towels. We have the new beach towel called Sassy and Royalty, which are exquisite. And the thing that's really great about these beach towels is that I work with African-American illustrators, right? So these aren't some products that I found somewhere and I'm putting my name on them. No, the image comes to me in my head, and I work with an illustrator who pulls that out of my head and draws these beautiful forms of art on beach towels. So it's essentially artwork on a beach towel. And you can scroll through any website you want to, right? You will rarely see images of people on beach towels. You'll see ducks and birds, and I don't know.
I got a whole kiwi fruit.
You get a kiwi fruit, and that's beautiful if that's what you like, right? But you have options now. So now you can get a beach towel that has a lady with a little jazz and pizzazz and sexy, and just whatever your flavor is on the Glam Girl beach towel. So all of the beach towels are now available on Amazon.com. And what's unique about my beach towels is I try to keep them exclusive. So when they sell out, if you didn't get that Serenity Beach Babe gorgeous beach towel, then guess what? Kind of like, I don't know, sometimes with those Michael Jordans, you ain't get that collection that you wanted. Oh, well, it's gone forever. You got to wait till somebody put it on eBay or whatever. They
resell it on Amazon. You'll be surprised that people buy your towels and then resell. I'm like, what is this?
Right. So I absolutely love Amazon. I love how they've allowed me to just set this store up, get these beautiful products on there. And so, so it's all about the beach towels. Then I actually have these motivational cooling towels, which are awesome for people that work out or maybe going through transitions where you're getting hot flashes. And they're made with this technology that keeps you cool while you work out. And then in addition to that, I have my own branded microfiber makeup removers. And so microfiber makeup removers have been around for a while, right? But these have the Flights and Stilettos branding, so they're mine. And they work extremely well. You save money instead of buying all the wipes and all the gels and whatever else. You can reuse these wipes, these Microsoft face cloths over and over again, and they are amazing. So that's the kind of stuff that you'll find in addition to my kids' products. And Chandra, can I tell you something hot off the press?
What? Tell me.
Super hot off the press.
What?
I'm ready to drop a look at you. Closer. I'm about to drop some beach towels for teenage girls.
Girl, you could strip girls. Listen, I have them in here now. So hopefully, listen. They want their own stuff. They don't want their mama stuff no more.
Exactly. So we are working on those designs now, and so that is hot off the press, baby.
They are gonna be ready to get like, and kids nowadays, they not like we was.
Right.
They want to go be flued out and doing places and stuff. Like, wait a minute, I didn't know that you 15, you want to go where? They want to go on vacations.
Yes.
They're not piling up in the car driving off. They want to be flued out somewhere.
It's true.
So y'all gonna have, I'm sorry y'all, but y'all kids gonna have towels that match. At least they're gonna be cute.
It's outside. True. So one of my aunts contacted me for like a young adult, in the slightly over teens, to do some travel arrangements for them. I'm like, are you serious? They want to go somewhere tropical, but I'm like, okay, so this is where we at, teenagers getting travel advisors. The
closest I got tropical was Hawaiian Punch and Tahitian Treat. Okay,
exactly.
These kids ain't kids no more.
No, honey, no.
Because mine done shared it with me an Amazon wish list. I'm like, wait a minute, pause.
Yes. Amazon wish list.
Because it's easier, and I will say this, it's easier, but you could travel for.
Yeah.
We got travel. You go from the living room to your bedroom. That's
about it. Yeah. Well, Six Flags, that's all you was going for travel. Yeah.
That's it. You better make it do. Listen, you better not get lost or left.
Exactly.
That is, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
These kids are going to have it.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah.
I'm excited too, because now I'm like, okay, so that's a great way to encourage individuality, seeing themselves represented so they get more confidence. Yeah. So you're building them from the inside out, because they don't have to always say, oh, there's nothing that looks like me or nothing like. They have that. And that's, listen, us not having those things growing up was the greatest thing, because we're able to give these kids a jump start.
Yes.
And that is beautiful.
And that's originally what sparked it. I was going on a trip and I was like looking for a B-style. I was like, I wanted something cute, jazzy, with a cute girl looking all cute and her something. Could not find it. I'm serious. And I was like, well, let me just create my own B-style.
Yep.
And here we are 3 years later.
And the thing is, I love seeing the creativity, because there's one where it says Zen. One of the towels that she's meditating. She reminds me of this yogi name. Her name is Ebony. I was like, Ebony was on. This is her. It looked just like her. Like, it was perfect. I was like, see, that is it's so amazing to see the representation, and then you have the couple. Like, I'm like, y'all better get into it. And that has, to me, like, I will say this: no one's done products like that.
I haven't seen it. I have not. You can scroll up and down Amazon. You will not see the same type of B-styles.
Nope. And I love it, because everybody got stripes, they got flowers, they got fruit, they got all this other, they got starfish, but nothing that represents, that showcases people of color with melanin in their skin, women, all of these things. And I'm like, okay, you stand out, because there's one with this which one is this? Is it the Blessed? I'm sorry. It's got a beautiful brown skinned girl on it. Hold on.
That might be Blessed Beach Babe. Pink swimsuit. Pink bikini. That's Blessed Beach Babe.
And then you had a model that looked just like, wait a minute now. This art imitating life all up and through the towel.
What? Which one?
The model that you had the pictures of her.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes. I wanted models to help to bring the towels to life, because I think if you can, it's one thing to have the picture of the towel, but put a model that resembles the towel. It's like, oh, that's what I'm going to look like with my beach towel. So.
It sets you apart.
Thank you.
And, because I don't like to look like everybody else. So this is the beautiful thing about, what you bring to the table, and to see these backpacks for these little girls. And I'm not knocking no other character, but y'all, these little girls need to be, they need to see this. They need to feel like they are making a decision. So yes,
Thank you. Thank you. And you know that particular design with the little girl looking over at the airplane, it was inspired by my toddler cousin that was traveling to Taipei, and they had snapped that image of her looking at the airplane. And I was like, that's the design for the beach towel. I mean, for the traveling tiaras backpacks. So that's where that came from.
And this is, you know what, and having these memories of traveling are what's going to set the tone. Their minds are going to be open. They're going to want to learn more. They've seen more.
Yep.
Keep inspiring. And I love that. Like, you know what? Send these kids on as many trips as they need to go because they need to get outside their neighborhoods.
Exactly. And that's why I wanted to like partner with you or organizations because, you know, I love to donate like a couple of backpacks a year just to kind of help to continue to spark travel and curiosity and let these young ladies see these products with them on them. So, you know, hit me up, you know, anytime. You know, you have opportunity.
I love it. Like you have really you really hit your mark on leaving a legacy. And I can't even I can't because there are people who have lived this life and never seen any representation on products and stuff, and you've given that. And I gotta say thank you for that because you know we get all these other things, but we miss that when we traveling. We want to leave our mark too.
Yes.
And when I'm laying out on the beach, I want to make sure y'all know that's me laying out on the beach, okay? Because you ain't gonna steal my towel, and that's one thing about hotels. I don't like using them, but that's a long story.
Right. And it's like in this environment, if you can travel with your own towel, won't we do that?
Yes, we will do that because we don't know how many times they wash and they could be spraying Febreze on things. We don't know.
You said Febreze?
Yes, Febreze and stuff. You know they don't be washing stuff, but we.
Yeah, that's what I think. So
because I see so much coming in the future from you because I know, you know, because it's like when people are like flights and stilettos, I was like, I got it because I remember, you know, listen, I was always in a stiletto. It didn't rain, sleet, snow, ice on the ground. That's probably why I failed, but that's besides the point.
Right, Chandra.
But I love that your brand is there and it represents what we needed and what always, and I love it. So tell everyone, please, where to find you and how they can continue to support you other than Amazon.
Yes, thank you so much. So my primary website is called flightsandstilettos.com. And I am on Instagram also at Flights and Stilettos. And then my author journey, you can follow me on kinyattagray.com. And on Instagram, it's at Kinyatta Gray, the author.
Yes. And y'all can get to her author page and make sure y'all blow up her notifications with her Amazon author page. Follow her so you can see the next drop. Because y'all know she can stop at these books, by the way. This ain't it, or these products. So make sure y'all follow her store, follow her on Amazon, and keep supporting. And thank you so much for joining me today on your book launch day.
Yeah,
and if y'all can't get it electronically, go ahead and order it. It'll be here by Friday.
Thank you. And I want to say thank you too. You have been just an absolute light. Thank you for all of the, contact that we've had that has been just beautiful, helpful, and you are a light. Continue doing what you're doing. You have a beautiful soul. You really do. And I appreciate you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Don't do this because y'all know I'm a gangster. But I thank you so much, y'all, and have a great Sunday. And come back on Wednesday. We will have another author we'll be talking to. She's amazing as well. I love seeing